Buddy.
Actually, I think for teams, it's a benefit.
Yeah.
Obviously you get overtime. You get players that are like exhausted, and sometimes teams have to make an early sub because of injury, and that's not your plan. So I mean,
So basically, it comes in handy for
comes in
later
handy.
on.
Correct, comes in handy.
And you're going to see teams trying to play the game different. The game's 1-1 in the 60th minute. Well, let's hold on. We're going to keep him off because we might sub him on in extra time. And it adds more strategy to the game.
Definitely. Okay.
It's not going to affect the game too much. It's not going to.
No, but I mean, it's an opportunity to bring extra fresh legs in at the extra time.
Correct.
Especially if someone's losing and they used all their subs, and then that one guy comes in, boom, they come back.
I mean, you're going to see teams though if they're in a cup and one team subs on a defender in extra time, while I'm subbing on a forward in extra time because they're going to go head to head with someone.
Exactly.
So
it's
going to be like a stalemate. Who's gonna move first?
Yeah. Oh damn, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that. And they also got rid of the cup tie rule. So how the only example that comes to mind is the Barcelona one with Coutinho. Coutinho played with Liverpool at the beginning of the season in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Now he plays for Barcelona, but this season he can't play in the Champions League for Barcelona. Next season he can. So, I mean, if that were to happen. But it's the same situation with Aubameyang. He played at Dortmund in Champions League. Then he switched over to Arsenal, and he can't play Champions League. So that sucks. So they got rid of that.
That makes sense. I mean, you're on the team, might as well.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it freaking sucks. Hazard is aiming to leave Chelsea if they do not make it into Champions League, and right now they're in fifth place.
We're not gonna make it.
That's right. You're a Chelsea fan. I forgot.
It's tough. We had an all year.
Dixon.
He's gonna be gone.
You really think so?
Yeah, he's gonna be gone.
In my last episode, I had Carlos Castro and I had Kevin Murskull, and Carlos was mentioning to me that he doesn't think Hazard or Willian even fit into Chelsea's team, like their style of play.
Hazard does more than Willian. Willian needs he could probably do good in the Spanish league. Because the initial rumors were, again, Madrid was looking to buy the world.
Exactly.
They're looking at Hazard, and I don't know. Willian would fit more in Spanish. Hazard could make it work, just like Lewandowski could make it work.
Yeah,
but Hazard,
definitely.
if he went to either, the Bundesliga or the Serie A, I think he'd be really good. He's more of a control.
I think in the Serie A he'd probably dominate.
Yeah, he'd be really good.
Definitely.
I could see him moving in there.
Yeah, Bundesliga.
It's tough. I don't know if he's physically.
That's the thing.
He's going to get bodied up in the Bundesliga. Yeah.
But I mean, I think Bundesliga is physically more difficult than Premier League.
Oh yeah.
Because Premier League gets tough, but Bundesliga, you're getting smacked left and right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just hard. What do you think he should do, Hazard? Should he stay? Should he become loyal and stay and just grow, or do you think there's a possibility for him to grow more than what he's grown?
Knowledge-wise, yeah. I think, for example, soccer-wise, like technique-wise, no, that's it. He's done what he has to do. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what he has to offer. Maybe he could definitely look better moving to another team. Obviously when you play with different players, they might make you look famous, and you look like, oh, damn, he's actually back to when he was young. So it depends on what team, If he feels the teammates, because he's saying that he's gonna move if they don't make it to Champions League.
No, I'm sorry, that's not what he said. That's just it's a rumor.
A rumor, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a rumor that he said that. So let's say he did say that, okay. It's like obviously you're not gonna be loyal to a team by saying that. So I mean, if he were to move, he has to move into a team that he feels comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, right now he's not feeling comfortable where he's at. You look at different. Let's say you look at different like Real Madrid. The players there maybe could connect better with him, or connect. It goes different.
Yeah.
So
it's different for every player.
Yeah, correct. So I mean,
he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that player that's feeding him like Modric does for or Casemiro or Benzema
that's
for
right.
Ronaldo.
So that's what players look for, and they look for competing in Champions League. They want to compete that level. They want to be able to.
They want to be there every year.
They want to be there. Not only there, they get seen by other teams too.
True.
So they're looking at maybe obviously more money and better competition. That's pretty much what I think it is.
I mean, if they're gonna keep him, they got to build a team around him. He has like his strikers are. You have Olivier Giroud. No offense to Olivier Giroud and Morata, but you're not the world class strikers Hazard needs to feed to get the ball to him. You have two guys who only score off headers. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. And it was retarded for them to get rid of Batshuayi. That was probably one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen.
They get rid of him, and now he's
freaking
a god
blowing up
Dortmund.
And Dortmund. Dude, he's scoring goals every week.
But again, you see, going from English Premier League to Bundesliga, like big difference.
Yeah.
Difference in soccer.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Big
difference.
I think Hazard's gonna understand that. I think in the end he looks at it. He might not. He might be like, you know what, I'll stay because I don't think I could work in those. He might think himself he can't work, even though he could. Even though we think he could, he might think, no, I can't work in those things.
Well, it kind of sucks because the fact that he doesn't really have that confidence building for him.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he's thinking that way because he's doing so low. Not low because Chelsea's not a low team. They're a very high team. But he's not doing so great in Chelsea that he's like, you know what, this is probably the best I can get. Which is not true because he's a fantastic player. This
summer's big though. This is the World Cup. You have guys that could.
Everybody can blow up. It's the same thing like you mentioned before the podcast. James Rodriguez blew up in 2014 for Colombia, and now
fell
look,
off on Madrid, and now he's in Bayern, and he's
lighting it
back up there.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have guys that are gonna either, and like I said before, Mo Salah. If he has a bad World Cup, what does Liverpool really want for him?
Gonna do? I don't know. I don't think he'll.
He won't do like what he's doing in the league, but I think he's gonna have a good cup.
Yeah, because the fact that, just like what Dixon said, about having those players that actually help you out, help you feel comfortable. I was gonna say Egypt has that. No, Salah has that.
Yeah.
At Liverpool, he has Firmino, he has Henderson, he has Mane, he has all these guys at Egypt. I know there's 2 other players in the Premier League that are Egyptian, but they're not lighting it up.
They're a decent team, Egypt, but
yeah,
they're not.
But they're not quarterfinal World Cup. No, they're not at all. But we'll get into countries later. Let's get into the transfer rumors. We got a crap load of them. Shaw's going to Barcelona.
Okay.
Kovacic is
I'll
going
let
to
you handle
Roma.
that one.
Isco's going to Man City. Umtiti's going to Manchester United. And Jack Wilshere could possibly be going to Liverpool, Manchester City, Man United, Everton, AC Milan, or Juventus.
Yeah, they're going to cut what?
So half the world.
A limb from him? Like, every limb will go to a fucking team.
Which one of those you guys think is true?
Umtiti probably.
You think Umtiti's leaving?
Because you know why? The reason why is because they have the Colombian Mina.
Yeah, his MVP
Oh,
stock's
yeah,
going to be
So
really
they kind of
high.
brought him, for a reason. They kind of brought him for a reason. I mean,
Yeah, but
people think for Piqué.
That's what I'm
At the same
saying.
time, I don't think Piqué is
But
leaving.
Piqué's getting
I think
old.
Piqué is going to be just like Iniesta and Xavi. Leave when they, Titi is definitely, he's not the best center back I've seen.
No, but he's
looking
looking
but
good.
he's
In
amazing.
the Champions League, he's looking good.
When he first started, I saw him like, little, but then he little started adapting. adapting.
He lit up, man.
But yeah, if I think they offer Barcelona the right money, I think they will let him go because Barcelona needs to reinforce some other lines as well.
Where do they need to reinforce?
Back to defense.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think
like for example,
right back.
Jordi Alba on the left side.
Yeah.
He's not the best defender. He's more of attacking. He's more like a winger. If you see it that way, he attacks.
Yeah.
Obviously Barcelona plays a 4-3-3 from what I could see, and obviously they have their backs coming up and down. But you see, Jordi Alba he's always on top. He's always going.
He's the one pretty much replaced Dani Alves just up on the opposite side.
Correct.
And now he's always feeding Messi.
Correct. So that's the thing. I think midfield and out Barcelona is pretty much set.
Dude, they're stocked. It's not even a joke. You can get rid of Iniesta and you still have a crap load of people playing there. Dennis Suarez, Coutinho, Dembele, Rakitic, Busquets, Sergio Roberto could play there. You got an endless amount of people in midfield.
Once Dembele gets accustomed to playing, he's going to be scary.
Oh,
he's going to be scary.
Lord, man.
The second leg against Chelsea, he started looking like I'm more. That's why with Umtiti, he's looking so good in the Champions League. You got to sell him when his stock's high. Because if
I don't
but
know, man.
if you bring him in if Barcelona keeps him next season and he falls off a cliff and now he looks like garbage, now you get nothing for him.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
Remember, the English league is a little faster.
Yeah.
What do you mean by fast? Like a fast-paced game?
Fast-paced
Oh,
game.
yeah, constantly.
Okay, so
Yeah, because La
Titi,
Liga...
that's the only thing. Titi might even not adapt to it.
Yeah.
You know, he could leave with the money, but then what about if he doesn't adapt to it? Remember, in Spain, he has time to think a little bit, control.
Yeah, it's
and pass the
a
ball.
more slower pace.
Correct.
Yeah.
A lot more thinking, and very. I don't want to say tactical because England's more tactical, but I just personally feel like Spain, like La Liga, there's a lot smarter the way they play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's very smooth going. I don't know. It's not that I don't see it because I could see it happening, and when it comes to Premier League, I do love Manchester United, but I wouldn't want to see Umtiti leave. I would love to see the partnership of Umtiti and Yerimina. You know, and
Come
just
together, the young guys?
yeah, definitely. I mean, because you think about it, Umtiti's just like a rock,
He's
a
a
small
big, he's a
French
big
rock.
boy. He's a big boy.
You know what I'm saying? And Yerimina's pretty much a younger version of Piqué. You know, him coming in and taking it, that'd be a great defense. You could switch to a 3 instead of a 4 right there.
Yeah.
You know, Umtiti going up that wing, which I don't think would happen. But either way, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think what Barcelona needs to reinforce is their right back. Because ever since Dani Alves,
Yes.
you've had Sergio Roberto, and he's done a fantastic job. He's not a Dani Alves, and he's not a Jordi Alba or Marcelo or any right back, Philip Lahm, any wing back you want to call him.
Right.
But you still need, that's where they need to reinforce for me, where I think.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I say Jordi Alba because of the way,
But he is getting old, too. He's,
Yeah.
I think, 29 or 30.
I mean, definitely, you're right. The right back, when Dani Alves was there, it was a lot of the right back going up. Now they kind of switched it to the left side because he could go up.
Yeah.
And, obviously, in the right side. I think
It's the
he's
same
somebody-
thing when it happened with when Eric Abidal was there, and then they had a different right back. Eric Abidal was the one feeding the other guys in the penalty box, and then they had a right back who left, and then Dani Alves came in. He took the spot. Then Eric Abidal left, and then they had nobody there, and then they got Jordi Alba. So it's they're pretty much getting fucked over on one side, getting fucked over on the
Yeah.
other side, but they're always pretty much doing well. They're doing good. Luke Shaw to Barcelona. Do you think
I'll let you answer that one.
No, I honestly don't think. I highly doubt that Luke Shaw would leave England to go to Barcelona.
Nah, he's one of those guys. He's staying.
You don't see a lot of English people going to La Liga, and if you do, they're not English. They're from Wales or Ireland or somewhere else, because it just doesn't fit. They wouldn't fit the system. None of them would. Probably the only player that I personally think, and one of you guys might disagree, I think Jack Wilshere can probably fit in the La Liga team. Go ahead, Matt. Let it out.
I don't know about him that much.
Which team?
That's it. I want to say maybe Atletico, maybe even Barca. But the thing is, at Barca, he wouldn't get playing time.
Yeah.
But I can see him fitting because he's not so fast. He likes to stop and control the game. He likes to think and view it. So he's more of a controlling, slow it down, slow pace, not constant. England is just counter, and they're like rushing it. They're like crossing the balls. He likes to get the ball in and kind of like dance with it, like how Modric does.
Set everything up.
Exactly, but so I don't know. I don't see Luke Shaw going to Barcelona and doing anything.
Speaking of Atletico, what do you think about Griezmann?
It would have been good of him to go to Barca. I would have loved him to go to Barca.
Who?
Griezmann?
Yeah. Yeah, imagine how stacked it would be now.
That's an abundance of riches, man.
Bruh.
There's only one ball.
Yeah.
You got to get them all the ball, but
Griezmann to Barca? Then who you taking out? That's what I'm saying.
He could play forward too, no?
yeah,
But he's not a number 9. That's the thing.
He doesn't have to play. You have a number 9 already. That's Suarez.
Okay, who are you gonna take out? You gonna take out Dembele?
Yeah, Dembele hasn't convinced me at all, actually.
Yeah, but he's still starting out. He's young. Neymar didn't convince a lot of people at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that
you got to give
Dembele
him
got
time.
hurt 2 times already. 2 times. I felt like it was a waste of money.